caffeine at this hour.
Nobody needs the caffeine at this hour. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's session of Crimson Skies. I am really excited because we have the return of Law, and we have a full-blown crew tonight, so I am eggs fucking static. Because let's kick ass, man. Let's kick ass. Let's see. Announcements. I don't have any. That's it. Normal week. Normal stuff. So fuck it. Let's just get right into it because we're a few minutes late. So let's just kick it, man. Last time when you guys all came together, you successfully made your way to the pirate city of Corsair, escorting Queen Rivana Ixa to her home. After fighting two rather huge bears and managing to defeat them, despite the overkill that Rivana gave to the bears, you guys came out alive and debated whether or not to go and hunt down the cubs, which you chose not to. Probably the better of the choices. Making your way, you rode up the long ride of the elevator, up the massive tree inside of this specific section of the core lands forests. As you reach the top, you saw an enormous city built in the upper boughs and branches and canopies of this tree, where you saw multiple different airships, a thriving city of people, and some rather beautiful sights. You were brought to the tavern owned by Holt Ashton, known as the Drunken Cabbage. As here, Bones, one of the guardsmen, gave you a slight bit of information and gave you a map to the city, pointing you in the directions that you wanted to go. Thankfully, you really didn't have much to do on your first few days, on your first day here. But, though, some of you always wanted to do something in particular. Viamir.
Yes.
What is it that you wanted to do as we get started with your shopping downtime?
I wanted to make my sweet coat, my bearskin coat, out of this giant dire bear and its claws.
Absolutely.
So everyone knows that I'm a fucking badass.
Absolutely. Now, you came out of that with a bear cloak with two paw pauldrons, a sleeping bag, and a single-person tent. And you also, with those final two paws that you got with one of these bear skins, they formed a pillow. The claws were slightly dulled, so that way when you laid your head down into the soft cushions, it would extend the bear claws outward and encase your skull and claws.
In protection.
Yes. You did manage to convince them to keep some scraps and paid your end of it.
Mm-hmm.
That will take about what did I say? A week or a few days? I think I said a few days.
And with the remaining downtime, can I do my tattoo of the
So this
Phoenix?
is just for the first day, because I want to know your days, your first day stuff. And the tattoo, if you want to take the rest of the time for your tattoo of a phoenix, where would you like the tattoo?
On my leg, like coming from the ankles, like
Okay,
and then swirling up and around.
All right. Are you doing
So
the
it's like-
tattoo? Are you doing the tattoo yourself, or are you finding somebody?
No, I'm doing it. Like
Okay.
all my other tattoos.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a tattooer's tools check.
I don't know what that is.
Add your wisdom modifier.
Okay, am I proficient?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay. 8.
8? Okay. It'll take you the better part of the next 17 hours to complete this tattoo.
Okay. Sweet.
Let's go to Sazia. What did you want to do with your first day's downtime?
First thing wanted to do was to see if there are any other like guns or stuff that I could possibly find at the blacksmith, or just weapons in general that I can get.
Yeah, okay. Making your way over to the blacksmith's, River Watt is the smith there. She is a brown hair, brown-skinned, blue-eyed, muscular woman. Her hair just pulled back into a very just loose, straight ponytail. She does have a variety of arms and armament. In terms of guns or arms, what are you looking for?
Either a nicer rapier or a rifle of some sorts, if I could.
Okay. In terms of magical equipment, River does not have any magical equipment. So, unfortunately, no nicer rapier, but she does have several rifles available. There are short rifles, long rifles, or blunderbusses, or shotguns.
Well, I'm gonna assume that the shotgun's not gonna do well with rogue stuff, unless sneak attack shotgun in the back. No, unless it's a gaper, then I'm gonna buy.
How
that
you
one.
put a gaping hole in somebody's chest?
Surprise! Oh, okay.
Surprise,
Head
motherfucker!
explosion.
I don't know. That sounds really cool, but I don't know if you'll let me do that one. But how would the rifles work with that?
The rifles are perfectly fine. They are finesse-based. They are heavy and two-handed, so you wouldn't be able to make any follow-up shots. And each round with the rifle, it's bolt action, so it would take a bonus action or free action reload, depending on your sleight of hand roll of a DC 14 check.
Okay, how much is the long rifle?
Long rifle will net you 700 gold pieces.
And the short rifle?
Short rifle's 5.
Okay. That is something to look forward to in the future. And while that is happening, I'm going to take out just my regular rapier and show it to her and ask her if it's anything that he would want, she would want to, as like a, how much she would pay for this.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, considering it has been gilded.
Okay, persuasion. I'm good at that. I'm 25.
25? Okay. As she takes a keen eye over the rapier, marking the gold and that's been inlaid into it, she'll give you 35 gold for it.
I'll take it.
Okay. Taking your gilded rapier, she will hand over 35 gold.
Sounds good. And with that, that's gonna be my day, and the rest of it is waiting till Fixer gets his stuff done, so then we could go and drink.
Okay.
Yep.
Fixer?
Well, I want to go to the general store to acquire a substance. Well, actually, the seed of a substance that makes you feel good.
As you head to
With
the
pot.
as you head to the general store, you find inside a half-orc with long black hair, rather curly, bright yellow eyes, and rather built. As you make your way in there, she just... Yes? What would you like?
Hi, I am interested in the acquisition of a, the seed of a plant that makes people feel good. If you catch my meaning.
So you're looking for some topa seeds?
No. Is it 4:20 in the afternoon?
Right, you're looking for topa seeds. Great. She makes her way over to one of her cases and opens it, and as she does, she... How many are you looking for?
Oh, just the one.
Just the one? Alrighty. Are you familiar with growing plants?
I've read some books on it before. But
So-
any advice you might give me would be wonderful.
Do you need soil?
I have soil. Very fertile soil.
Well, we'll give you a little fertilizer mixture and one of the seeds, and she grabs a seed, grabs a small little jar of dark brownish murky liquid, and she just kind of looks you up and down and, well, you're an elf, you won't eat the worm, just make sure the worm gets in there. And
Oh,
the seed and the worm will come together for a cost of 50 gold pieces. The seed being the more expensive of the two.
let me see. I have 30 gold pieces at the moment.
Looks like
What
someone's
would
gonna have to hit the corner.
what would the seed be on its own?
The seed is 35. Do you have something to sell? I'm always interested in new things.
Let me take a look here. Well, during my time in Hegan, I helped out a noble, and he gave me this ring. So, it's a pretty nice ring.
Takes the ring, gives it a look over. 30 gold in the ring.
Deal.
All right. You can add worm fertilizer. It will aid in the growth of any plant you have.
Awesome.
And 1 topa seed. T-O-P-A. Is that it?
That is it.
Okay.
Time to go drinking.
All right. Awen.
Eowyn doesn't have a lot of money, so he's gonna just be spending time in the bar. He's got a lot of stories to tell some of these people. He's got
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
all right. That's a 15 total.
15? Okay. With the stories that you tell, until you finish drinking, people are buying you drinks and food.
Okay.
Just to hear the things that have gone on and what happened to the Phoenix before it went down.
Yeah, he's telling stories about Santa Claus and reindeer and big bears.
Those are getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Those are getting a lot of attention, especially when you get to the part of the car that made noise. Alrighty, good to know, good to know. Sin. Hi, what are you doing?
Well, I just need to go to the blacksmith to buy, or well, to melt down one of the keys that Vimir gave me and buy a little more platinum and some amethysts.
Okay. And we worked out the cost on that earlier.
Yep.
So you're good on that. Easy enough. Alrighty. If that's
And
all.
then I go back and lock myself in the room and work on my new cuffs and the necklace.
Okay. Alrighty. Lastly, it'll bring us to Law. Welcome back. And what would you like to do with your downtime?
So Law is going to disguise himself before going into the streets.
Okay.
And then he's going to attempt to sell one of the nicer platinum keys as a key that will unlock any door.
Okay. Are you using Disguise Self as a spell, or are you using your costume skits?
I will be using my disguise kit with my costume.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check.
$23.
Okay. All right. Making your way out into the streets, you see there are just a slew of pirates and other people making their way around. It is truly a criminal city, but everyone seems to have a general adherence of respect. As you start calling out and attempting to hawk some keys, you get a rather curious-looking gnome with a long white beard and bushy hair just kind of eyeing you as he kind of comes up with a staff and... Yes? What do you have there?
Oh, why, I have a magical key.
Magical key to what?
Why, to anything you want. It'll unlock any lock that you desire, as long as you desire it.
And what if it doesn't unlock the lock that I desire?
Then clearly it truly wasn't your desire to unlock that lock. 'Tis the way the magic works. I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
22.
That beats his net one. Quite immensely. Quite
I could have lied
immensely.
to this guy.
I mean, yeah.
He just... You watch as the old gnome's eyes go wide, and he just starts running his fingers through his beard now, all of them, as he just... How much?
100 gold pieces, I think, would be fair.
Fair enough. He reaches into his purse, and that is actually hidden within his beard, and he just kind of reaches in, pulls out a little coin pouch, and starts... There you are.
Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business.
You're welcome. Any luck I desire. As he takes it, he kind of looks around. Scurries off.
And with that, we'll return to where we were staying and remove his disguise.
Okay.
And I don't really have any shopping to do, but that was fun.
Okay. As the night wears on, all of you returning back to the Drunken Cabbage, the night is yours as you are all together. What would you all like to do? Is there anything you guys want to discuss, or do you want to move the scene forward?
I do want to get everybody. Well, everybody that's here. Is Vimir here as well, or is
Yep.
he?
Everyone is. Vladimir hasn't gone off to trance yet, but
I show up for dinner and the
Okay,
meals.
So during that, I'll be like, so, how is everybody's? Well, you realize that now we're our allegiance has been torn into having to deal with the Lucky Ouroboros as well, and their job, dealing with Law's sister, and her job, and the off fact that we belong to a pirate crew. I just wanted to see everybody's thoughts on it.
Do all the jobs. That's it.
Succinct, but everybody else?
I'm in no rush to get back to Hegan.
Law?
I mean, you saw my relationship with my sister. I don't mind making her wait a while.
Well, I'm
I'm on Law. She said she has a key, and so does the Ouroboros lady.
Yeah, that is true. We need to deal with that in the end. Getting Vimir his keys. Both.
This is true, though if I remember correctly, my sister didn't say she had a key. She said she could research the keys.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
more
what
than
the other
capable of
lady
doing
said.
that.
That's what the other lady said too. But right now, all I have is you guys, a crashed pirate ship, and this sweet new cloak.
It is quite a nice cloak, Vimir.
Thank you, Sazia.
I do
Intimidating
want
as
to-
hell.
Really, the bear claws are very nice.
Yeah, you don't feel the pain after like the first hour of wearing it.
It's good to know. Yeah, it's good to know. The only thing is, if we have resources now in Hegan that could be finding the keys, and the Lucky Ouroboros around this area where she can find the keys, wouldn't it be wise for us to move a little further, getting back towards our original goal of getting to Zaylan, maybe finding more clues there? Spread out our resources a little bit.
Have we done anything about the downed crew?
Oh no, the Pirate Queen has something to talk to about that already, right? Anyone, did you mention anybody about the crew?
Yeah, I mean, I told pretty much everybody in the bar about what happened.
So we'll eventually have someone that's going to help. We're going to need to stay here and wait till Ravana has more orders for us and whatnot. And therein lies our third allegiance.
Yeah, hopefully she will help us. Maybe she'll help us find some people to go back and help Captain Taggart and those guys, and maybe get that ship. I mean, the ship was in pretty bad shape, but maybe we can get that back up and move in, and get back up in the sky. I like being up in the sky.
I looked in that ship and it's toasted. Like, there was nothing mechanically working inside of there. I'm pretty sure that.
I have an idea. And it's a really good one, so you guys are all going to want to listen to this, okay?
Sure.
We're all ears.
Okay.
We rescued the Queen Lady. We got her back to her city safely. Eowyn's somewhat competent as a captain. Perhaps there's a smaller vessel that could be commissioned under his name and we crew it. And our first mission is to retrieve the downed crew of the Phoenix. And that's how we sell it, that we're going to do something good. We go get him, we bring him back, and then we could go fuck off and find my keys.
I would like to point out, everybody,
That was
That
so
may have
fucking
been
blunt.
the nicest thing he's ever said to Awen.
Yeah.
Anyone's trying to figure out if he's lying or.
Insight check.
No, that's a nat 1.
You forget I have a very big negative into all of my stuff. that requires charisma.
Are you lying or are you?
But I'm not lying. I'm generally growing somewhat fond for all of these ragtag bastards.
Yeah.
That was actually quite a good plan, Ymir. However, I don't know how much a vessel like that would cost. And brings me to the last point, which were those flying skeleton fuckers that we had to deal with. They're
If
there.
we don't fly under the flag of a known pirate ship, we should be safe. And they said they were looking for something that was specifically on the Phoenix.
And the Phoenix is a well-known ship of one of Rivana's captains that is well known. If we were sailing on a dinky ship, they probably wouldn't bother
A little
doing anything.
blockade smuggling ship, something small. Something that we could man.
But something that still has the cabin space for us to acquire the gladiators.
Yeah, we just need a little cargo space.
Did we have to bring them back or just negotiate the terms?
Bring them back.
Just checking.
Or kill them where they stand.
She still needs her guards, though.
Yes.
Regardless.
So
Okay.
I'm not familiar with all these vessels that you guys use. So I don't even know if such a ship is possible for a small crew such as us.
Awen, this is your specialty.
You looking for a ship for just us?
Yes.
We'd want to keep the crew to a minimum, I suppose.
Maybe one or two more, a quartermaster or something like that, but besides that, just us.
So you want to find a smaller vessel to go back and help all those guys on the Phoenix? I mean, we're gonna need
As
a
much
bigger
as
boat.
possible.
No, we won't, because, 75% of them are dead.
So we need something a little bit smaller than the Phoenix, but bigger than enough for all of us.
How many crew were left on the Phoenix?
50.
So,
So
I mean,
something for 50 people, or a little bit more than 50 people. I mean, we could certainly try to find something. I mean, looking here, I don't think we're gonna. I mean, we could definitely talk to Ravana, and she. I mean, she's the pirate queen, so she's got to have some idea where some ships are and where we could go. And
I may have an idea.
Between
Out
you
of-
and Lo, we could probably negotiate something of a deal to borrow a bit of a crew to bring people back here too.
That's kind of along the lines of what I was thinking. If we volunteer ourselves to assist in the rescue effort, we would have even more, leverage to request our own vessel. The more things that we can get on, the more pieces that we have, the better.
And the quicker we rescue Taggart, Captain, then the quicker Captain Taggart can see that Awen's someone that could potentially have his own vessel.
Well, can we vote on one thing right now? I'm not calling Awen Captain Awen.
That's not going to
You could call him Captain Shipwreck.
No, I'm not calling him Captain anything, except for maybe Captain Dumbass.
I feel like we almost had a moment back there, and I see you're back to who you were.
What about Cap'n or Cappy?
I'll call him Skippy.
Skippy, okay. I'll take it.
Well, regardless of who the captain is and whatnot, we're almost like a well-oiled machine. Every little part has to work in tandem. All of us have an equal part to do. So, I say we should get some rest, talk to Ravana when we can, when she summons us, and help in the rescue effort, and get that plan running. Sounds good to everyone?
I agree.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like it.
Law, I do want to talk to you a little bit, though. Private.
Sure.
A little later. Is that alright?
That is fine.
So, is everybody going to leave now, and I'm just gonna... Or...
I eat my bear steak, and then I eat some more.
Yeah,
As
time.
as you guys finish your conversation, you watch as a relatively interesting individual makes their way into the Drunken Cabbage. They are greeted with an uneasy silence, but cheers nonetheless. Awen, go ahead and make a history check.
History. Okay. Ooh, a 19.
19. Okay. You do recognize this individual. They have very ghostly pale skin, silver white hair, and empty, hollow-looking eyes as they enter. Their nose is almost featureless, as is their mouth. It's almost hard to tell if they're human or not. And you recognize this individual to be Captain Kelzata, a changeling, and a rather deadly pirate, nonetheless, but a noble one. They've somehow mastered the art of both being an asshole and not being an asshole at the same time.
And do I know him from personally encountering him, or
You would
or
know
them?
him both from personally encountering and watching him systematically just remove someone from existence simply for the fact that they existed. He's not mean or cruel, but if he doesn't wish to be bothered, he, well, doesn't wish to be bothered. And as he looks around and notices the looks that he seems to be getting, he changes into just a very general human-esque form. No real defining marks, just looks very plain, as if you could miss him in a crowd.
So seeing him kind of change and clearly making it look like he doesn't want to be bothered or talked to, Awen's just gonna kind of wait to see if he looks in his direction and kind of just give him like a little, kind of like a salute, kind of like out of respect for someone of higher authority, and see if he responds in any way.
Okay. As he makes his way to the bar, he does glance over to the table, and you watch his head just kind of turn. And as you give him a salute, he just gives a tip to his hat, goes to the bar counter, and seems to be getting himself his drink. But he continues to look over his shoulder every so often at you all, and there's a smile on his face as he very slowly begins to change his form.
Change his form back to what it was?
No,
or...
he's just every time he looks over, you see that there's a new facial feature that wasn't there before. Every time he looks over his shoulder, he's just changed a piece of himself. And as he seems to be trying to find a shape that he likes before he walks over. Maybe. Or maybe he's just doing it to make you all feel a little uneasy.
Awen's just gonna kind of look to everyone and be like, yeah, that guy right there, he's a pretty famous captain. He kind of just whispering to everyone.
Great.
Is he dangerous?
I mean, he's a pirate. I mean, all of us pirates are dangerous, right?
You're the least dangerous person I've met so far.
I was about to say that, actually. Thank you, Vimir.
After about 5 minutes, finally the form sticks into that of a purplish blue drow with very pale white eyes and black where the whites would be. His hair sticks to that very ghostly white, but has taken the form of a very heavy undercut in a long kind of swept back overhang. There's a series of tattoos of flowers and animals that seem to just blend in. At the base of his, at the top of his palm, you see that there is a rather large moth that sits on the left hand, and on the right hand you see that there is the head of a snake that makes its way up and around and embraces these different patterns and shapes. He takes off his coat, allowing you to see these tattoos, and sets it down onto the counter. And as he makes his way over, you see, unlike most pirates, he does dress fairly well. He has a very light fitted leather vest and white undershirt that he has unbuttoned at this point. His form is very lithe, and as you get a better look at his facial features, he looks to be a bit more feminine than masculine. Very angular jaw, kind of sunken in cheeks. But there's that androgynous beauty that he's taken to his form. As he makes his way over, he gives a look at you all and... Well now, isn't this lovely? Look at you all sitting here like a bunch of little, well, potentials. Eowyn, I've heard Captain Taggart had an accident.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad crash. The whole Phoenix went down, and we lost a lot of people. It's I mean, there was a whole bunch of people that came aboard, and there was a lot of fighting, and then we were out on the deck, and then there was more fighting, and then they had captured the queen, and then we rescued her and we brought her back, and then we crashed out of the sky, and it was quite the scene. Like I said, we lost a lot of people, and we're here looking for some help. Queen Ravana said she would help us find some people to help get Captain Taggart back on his feet. It's good to see you, Captain. It's been a while.
It has. I've been about doing things around lately. Apparently I missed you in Hegan, which is a shame. If I had gotten there, we could have left together, 2 ships far better than one when dealing with raiders or lawmen. What did you get encountered with? You say a group of people, but what exactly boarded the Phoenix?
Eowyn's just gonna kind of look to everyone and be like, "Yeah, what were those things? You guys,
Undead.
did you
Skeletons.
Dead skeletons? Yeah, there was a lot of them, and
They had
with
tapestries
the
made out of flesh.
There was
tapestry
also
and
a crazy lady.
crazy lady and fire. I remember there was fire at one point.
We did drop that ship, though.
Skeleton King made his appearance.
Yes, their ship tried to mount our ship.
It successfully did that and then left the devastation ring.
Ooh. So that's what brought you down. Wow.
Pretty sure we blew them the fuck up too, though.
Oh yeah, I did that.
So I won.
Well, considering you have such an eclectic group of friends with you, Awen, I will make my introduction, and if you all ever need a hand with someone who is well versed in these skies, please come find me.
Well, I mean, before you go, I mean, we were just talking about needing a boat or a ship to travel on, and go help the captain, and then we've got, and he points to Viamir. We got keys to find, and then we've got gladiators that we're looking for, and then there was what did that other lady want? What did she want? And he just kind of looks
No idea yet.
to the group, and
She'll let us know.
She didn't seem as interested in us.
yeah, I mean, so there's a lot we're trying to do, and without having a ship, we're just walking around here, and if is your ship here? Are you guys
Of course,
close
my
by?
ship is where I am. I can't go anywhere without my ship. I wouldn't send my crew out alone. They'd never come back.
Right, of course. I mean, of course your ship's here, and guys, we could go on the captain's ship right here. I mean, we were looking for a ship, and
We were actually looking for a smaller vessel that we could possibly go help Taggart first with, but something maybe that we could have Ewan, Captain.
We already have a lot of strings attached
Yes.
to like everything we've already done. So like one more string is like a lot of strings. It's
Every string is a
like a lot of
string.
strings.
You always owe someone at some point in your life.
Definitely.
So, you're looking for a ship. I could definitely put in some requests.
yeah, you've definitely got to know some people who have ships, or you've got
And if it's to save Taggart, then yes, I will gladly help.
wow.
Wonderful.
Yeah, if something you can, is it something you've got around here? Is it something we could just go get on right now, or do you have
There's
to,
ships
you have to call
available.
somebody?
Can I
But
insight
it's all you can absolutely try.
Okay. That is what is my insight? It was a 17.
17 seems up above the board. Seems to actually care, despite the changeling's bizarre demeanor.
I'll be like, well, I won't shirk away from the offer that you're giving us, and it's really, really helpful, and I thank you for that. But aside from being helpful, I did want to ask you, is there anything that you would like for us to do for you?
No, absolutely nothing. I will get my favor out of Taggart.
Oh, that's Ewan territory then.
Yeah, I mean, if it's to help the captain, I think he's gonna just be grateful. He certainly will.
Indeed.
Better be grateful.
If you do bring him back successfully, I will give you all a small reward. I will give you one free upgrade to the ship that you are provided.
I mean, just having me on a ship is an upgrade, but I mean, I guess there's other upgrades. I don't know about ships.
You are very, very fond of yourself.
I'm fond of my ability to do what needs to be done.
I like that. As he says that, he just kind of leans down, presses his hands on your shoulders, and gives them a squeeze, and just kind of like gauges your size. And, well, you definitely do have some meat on your bones.
Yes.
So, for formal introductions, my name is Kel Zata. Z-K-E-L-Z-A apostrophe T-A.
I am Viamir.
Pleasure, Vimir.
Sazia.
Sazia. The
You can
name
call me
sounds
Law.
very familiar. Law. Good to meet you.
I'm a fixer. The name won't be familiar.
Fixer.
May I ask where you've heard of my name? Or at least that name?
Travels around little up-and-comers who might be worth looking into every once in a while. But obviously you're no longer in Hegan, so business opportunities for you must be dead. He looks to
I suppose. Oh.
Sin, and you, my dear lady.
She's just like working on jewelry, like intently. Doesn't seem to have been listening to anybody for the last 30 minutes.
Is she mute?
No, she's
She eats rocks.
eccentric.
Very single-minded.
I told you I don't eat rocks just because. Ugh.
But she eats rocks. You heard it from she.
What's this?
She eats rocks.
Where did they come from?
I'm here to help, dear. Obviously, you're deaf as well.
Oh. Well then, I don't want to be your friend.
And she goes back to doing her jewelry.
That's all right.
Eccentric, like I said.
Well,
That's it.
it's a shame. She could use a little better jewelry work here, and here. As he points out a few flaws in some of her horn jewelry. Getting so close as to poke them where they are.
Don't
Whoa,
bring
whoa,
up the
whoa.
fact. Don't bring up the fact that it's like blemished. She gets really upset.
Oh, yes, I do indeed see the chipping. That will grow back eventually. Do you know you have some denting into your jewelry? Would you like to get in touch with a real jeweler?
I don't know. Would you like to suck my non-existent dick?
It depends.
Sin, there's no need to be rude.
Are you into exotic things?
See, I told you, Captain
Maybe.
Kell, to not bring up the thing in her horn. It gets her really cranky, and I don't think she had enough rocks today.
At this point, Kelzata just changes his form now into feminine, with a modest build and body, and just, after all, gender's fluid. You and I can have an interesting time. All of us could. Wouldn't that be fun?
Eowyn's kind of a prude.
Hey, we just gotta look in there like, what? What?
That
Requisite one dig in Eowyn for conversation.
with that, Kelzata changes back into his drow form, the male drow form, and just smiles. Well, I'll put in a word for Queen Rivana to make sure that you all are well taken care of. Do have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you, you too.
Well met, Captain.
Well met indeed. So he just kind of looks at you with a very cold and just calculating look, and just spares it across the entire group as he turns and leaves.
See, that guy strikes me as dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty dangerous.
And I don't like that he didn't ask for anything. Everyone's asked for something.
I don't like that he didn't ask for anything either. Everyone asks for something.
He did ask for something. Not from us,
Just none
though.
of us.
Whatever. Let's get a ship and bring him Taggart.
He's basically asking us to indenture Taggart to him.
I'm sure there's some sort of captain rivalry going between the two. Like, I could smuggle more stuff than you, and then the other one has to one-up each other, so he's probably going to make him do something embarrassing.
Well, to be fair, we're going to have to get used to these digs and into our pride and whatnot. She probably didn't even think of us as people that could provide him with any favors.
Whatever. I'm out, guys.
Have a good night, Vimir.
Good night, Vyamir.
Okay. Vimir, you make your way off to bed?
Yes, but I sleep outside, like crawling on one of the thicker branches to not be in the tavern.
Okay. Good to know. As you guys all head in, Law and Sazia.
Law, I feel like we've gone on some sort of a wrong foot at the beginning. And I really wanted to just talk to you.
Okay.
I've known your sister more than you, and I wanted to ask, why are you here? Why did you choose to leave Heeg?
I'm the youngest son of a family who wants nothing to do with me. Adventure is all I have, really.
So what would you want to do with this adventure? Obviously.
My goal is just... If you want my honest... if you want the honest truth here, Sazia, my goal is just to see the world. And so far, I like you.
So, no moral conundrums about what we're doing with the gladiators, but the fact that we're in the midst of pirates, and that there may be murdering and plundering about.
Some of the greatest stories have pirates and gladiators in them. And if mine has pirates and gladiators in it as well, well then my story will too be great.
What a terrific non-answer that was. It's gonna be very interesting working with you from now on. Have a good night, Law. And then Sazia is going to just stand up and walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, after that, I'll go to bed.
All right. As you all head in to your joint quarters for the evening, finding yourselves a long rest, you go for your first night unworried and unassaulted of anything that may be coming your way in the evening hours.
And finally at level 3.
And you all hit level 3 as well.
Yeah.
Fixer planted his topa seeds.
And you
Seed.
plant the topa seeds. Okay. Let me pull up that item stat. I believe it's
Awakened weed.
Magical equipment.
Wait, what? I forgot that this was a thing. I
Yeah.
add my modifier to initiative as well. Sorry, I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay. So you have 30 days.
Yeah,
But,
swashbucklers are great.
but you have 30 days of magical pot being grown into an awakened group.
Does the worm hasten anything?
It
or?
will cut it down by 5 days and strengthen it.
Strengthened. Ooh, strong pot.
It'll make its roots sturdier, so it'll increase its con by 1.
Some of that premium shit.
Yep. As you head off to sleep, having all watched as Fixer plants a little seed, covers it with soil, and pours a little bit of the fertilizer on, as you all head to bed, some of you trancing.
Wait, how many rooms do we have?
You have
everybody have their own rooms?
You have one room with a series of beds in there, each with their own little private block-off section.
Okay.
So you all find yourselves with a long rest, unattacked, unassaulted. The next day comes. What would you all like to do as you sit together and have a meal, if anything? Otherwise, we can move the scene ahead.
During breakfast, Law has his wand of smiles out under the table and is trying to just randomly get people to smile during breakfast.
Roll a D, I'll say roll a D100.
That's a 2.
This is how I use the first rage of my day.
There are only 2 people you manage to get to smile, and they're 2 of the more scruffier looking individuals. One of them you see as he starts to smile, he's got 1 tooth, and it's a little bit more noticeable as to why he was eating porridge. He just, it hurts. I don't know why. And the other one is a rather large, portly fellow with a scraggly beard and just one long nose hair that just protrudes and kind of melds into his mustache. It's the weirdest thing as he just starts smiling and is like, oh, I like this actually. Makes people think I'm friendlier when I'm not. Other than that, that's it.
Did I notice Fixer planting a seed? Because
Oh,
we were
all
in
of
the
you
same-
did. All of you did. Except for
I
Viamir.
was
Viamir
not
left.
hiding it.
Okay, so I was just like, Fixer, what was that seed that you were planting?
That's Terrence.
You named it?
Of course.
So what does Terrence do exactly?
Well, he's a plant, so hopefully he'll grow.
Into. You don't have
Terrence
to coax
is a-
the answers out.
Terrence is a topaz plant.
Do I know what Topa is?
Yeah, Topa is a drug that makes you high. It's basically pot. For the effect of it.
So, you know that, well, the whole Christmas or whatever it was called thing where, what's his name had us do a bunch of things and we had stuff in our pockets when we got done?
Yeah.
I had a pot with soil that didn't seem to fall out. So, I studied it a bit and found out that I can plant something in it and it will grow and continue to grow until it is a basically a plant person.
Well,
Wait. You planted Topa in this?
Yes, I did.
You are a mad genius.
he's a
That's
high
me.
elf after all.
I'm gonna be such a high elf.
You know, now that I think of it, none of the elves here are anything like an elf that I've ever met before. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Kind of changes.
I don't know. Vimir's kind of classic.
Viamir does have a very classic elf feel to him.
He's
I
a
agree.
wood elf. Been in the forest his entire life.
He is
very elfish.
definitely very confident in his abilities.
Vimir, you are there. You do hear them talking about you.
Of course I'm an elf. The only one in question is probably, well, we all know who. It's Eowyn. If you didn't guess, it's Eowyn. It's Eowyn.
What year is it?
What year is it? For
Yeah.
me, I've had 279 cycles by the World Tree, by my counting.
DM, what year is it?
Oh, goodness. Get back to me.
Guys, it's year. It's okay to be different.
Right.
Notes for lore.
I don't think any other adventuring party would fancy themselves having a yuan tea with them, so I suppose being different is somewhat the craze nowadays.
I can tell you, it is awful boring being human.
Oh, you're fine. It's not that bad.
At least you don't have to live like 700 years doing the same thing for the entire time.
Yeah, you don't have
There's
to
no-
live for 700 years.
If I had the option to live 700 years, I would not be doing the same thing the entire time.
Guarding the World Tree is a sacred and noble duty, and I will gladly do it for however many years I live.
Gotta be honest, Law, I'm with you on that. I am going to have a very, very life. As long as I don't die early. Might happen.
Well, I'm pretty sure I will die well before any of you, so I'm going to enjoy every day of it.
Sazia's gonna raise a glass to not dying early then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
I'll toast to that.
Then again, I'll drink to most things.
You'll also drink most
Speaking
things.
of which,
Really odd.
Let's drink to Sazia's buying.
I'm just gonna go to the bar and I'll be like, what is the strongest alcohol that you have?
It won't the strongest that we have.
Yes.
Alright. I can do that. You watch as he takes a rag that has been hanging on a line.
And then wrings it out.
He does indeed take it to a mug and just looks you in the eye as he just, and you watch as a gray liquid just pools out into the mug and he slides it over. Last night's drippings.
That's the strongest you have? You don't have anything that's...
Oh, trust me. This'll kick you right in the teeth this early in the morning.
Alright then, 2 glasses.
He
Oh
reaches
God, I
over,
don't know if Fix is
pulls
gonna do it.
another rag down and right into a mug, slides you a second one.
Did anybody see that happen?
Was Fixer looking?
You guys were watching Sazia go up. You watched him do it.
For flavor, I was talking to Vimir
Okay.
Yep.
about
you
trees.
Make a perception check.
You want to make sure it gets lots of
Disadvantage
sunlight
because your back is currently turned.
in order to nurture little Terrence here.
Huh?
You need to make sure it gets proper photosynthesis, okay? That's a big word. One of the biggest I know.
Total 8.
Total of 8. You did not see this happen at all.
Okay. So how much would that be?
I'm not going to charge you for drinking drippings.
It's gonna be fun though. And then I'm gonna grab both glasses, and I was like, I'll put one in front of Fixer, and I was like, this is somewhat of a tradition now. From the engine oil to whatever we drank in that crazy Feywild's place to now this.
Yeah,
We should do this more often.
you drank your poison water, and I remember having to drag you around, Fixer. I'm not dragging you around again.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, I know you don't.
So, do you drink?
Shall we?
Fixer is unaware of its origins. He's probably going to be a little, suspicious of it, but he's going to down it.
Okay. I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
That's crazy.
Do it again. I'm gonna ruin this freaking immunity to poison sooner or later. His defense to poison.
12.
That's a natural 19. Damn it. That's a 20.
The 20?
That's a 20 total.
That is just a success. Fixer, as you drink down this mug, you get the taste of it just as you get the smell, and as you get the first gulp down, you immediately regret your choice.
I shot-styled it.
Oh, you just went back? Okay. As you knock down this mug of ale in one go, you get the taste after it hits and has already gone down your throat, and as it does, the smell hits you as well as Sazia drinks his. Seemingly to hold fine, you get the taste of vomit going down the back of your throat and hitting your stomach and filling your nostrils as you have just drank a night's worth of drippings, whatever that means. As you turn and your stomach just churns as you unleash every bit of contents that was in there.
I am going to do my best to lunge out of the way and vomit into not every.
Okay, make a dex check.
I'm calling it right now. I'm not cleaning that shit up.
As he's doing that,
Not it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna be patting Law and be like, wand of smiles.
Oh, that worked. No, 12.
Way
12, okay.
way ahead of you, buddy.
You manage to pull yourself off to the side as you just...
And as he's throwing up, I'll hit him with the wand.
Okay. Alrighty.
What's the save on that?
I think it's a 15 or a 12.
Charisma.
That's very different.
Go ahead and make a
You
charisma
didn't-
save.
You didn't give me the stats.
I think it's a 13. You should actually just be able to add it. I did purchase the book.
14.
I think that saves. I think it's a 13. I shall double check. Items, magic items.
It's only a DC 10.
Is it really? That was higher than that.
That's what it says straight out of the thing. It's a DC 10.
Okay. DC 10. You managed to, unfortunately or fortunately, succeed as you just upchuck your contents.
Fixer is happy that he succeeded. I am not.
As a little bit comes out your nose as well, and just kind of.
Oh wow!
As
it's time to start the day.
As this goes on, you guys watch as an individual in all black armor that seems to be fitted and molded to fit the person's body and jointing, and wearing a full black helmet that even shrouds the wearer's face. It's sleek and almost has a bit of shine to it as they enter. And they sit at a table that is looking directly across from you all. And at their side is a rather large satchel. As they sit, both hands just rest on the table, and their helmet faces in your direction.
Sin only looks up barely to prestidigitate Fixer, and then is back working on jewelry.
Okay.
Does anybody know that person? The one that's staring at us? And even though I saved, Zazie is still kinda woozy.
You'll be feeling that in your stomach later.
Does this
Fixer
person look
is in
familiar?
the fetal position.
This person does not look familiar, no. Though,
Well, I'll just go ask him.
Viamir, go ahead and make a history check.
Ooh. Very well. That's a nat 20.
This
Plus
looks
minus probably 1.
This looks like one of the people in the car that you killed.
It's a robot.
These guys look like the people in the Moving Beast when we first met.
Made it to Hegan? From Hegan, I mean.
Law will glance over. Does anything on them look familiar?
No. They wear no markings. It is simple black armor that seems to be molded and just to fit their body. There's no signs of male or female. It is just a straight chest piece. They look rather thin, almost emaciated.
Can I see any weapons or anything that's on them?
Make a perception check.
That is a 10.
No weapons that you can see.
I'm just gonna point. You! Who are you? What are you doing here?
As you point, they still sit, looks down into their bag, opens it, and takes out 3 small round objects.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. I hope he does it, guys. I really hope he does it. What do I know what the round objects look like? Besides just round objects?
They look like rotten fruit. They're black.
Does it have a wick?
No. If you would, you can make an investigation check to see if you recognize anything that would make them stand out.
Fixer has looked up from his pool of vomit and will attempt to investigate.
Okay.
Between vomiting.
Yeah, Law will also take a look. He's kind of suspicious of these.
I'm standing in front of the group, putting my body in between this dude
You said investigation?
Yes.
and my buddies.
That is a 10 total.
21.
21. Law, you see nothing discerning about these. However, Fixer, you have done some shady shit. One of them looks like a bomb. Or a grenade.
There's a bomb.
Who's the bomb? What? I don't understand this phrase.
I'm gonna stand up and have like my hands on my side. Ready.
As you stand...
State your name.
Stand... With almost lightning fast reflexes, you watch as it grabs one of the 3, pulls, and throws. I need all of you to go ahead and make con saves, and then we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Ten.
There goes my newly gotten HP from leveling up.
13.
13.
6.
Oof.
7.
10.
I got a 16.
16.
Can we roll initiative now?
Yes, go ahead. Fixer got 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awen, you got what?
16.
16.
Oh man. Oh man.
Vimir?
Oh, for initiative?
Yep.
I have 21.
21. Nice.
Dude. It's dumb.
Sin?
13.
Okay. Okay.
So the story of the swashbuckling rogue is how to go first, always, at all times.
Except when you can't.
Except when I can.
Alrighty. As we roll into combat, I need all of you to make con saves as a bright
Wait.
flash of light.
Sorry, the first roll was the con save, the second roll was the initiative, or the other way around?
Other way around.
Okay, the other way around, then my initiative was the first roll and then the con save.
So what was your first roll?
My first roll was that would put it at wait, hold on, what was my first roll? I thought it was my con save. My con save was a 7.
You said con, then initiative, so that's
yeah.
what
Okay.
I rolled it. I remember what I rolled on the die, so I can switch it easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did everyone give me their con saves first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vimir, you're good.
No,
Awen,
the one
you're
that I
good.
gave you was my initiative.
Sin,
Of course, then.
what would be your con then? 'Cause you gave me a 13.
It was 16. It was 16 for the con.
16. Con is a success. Okay. Sazia, Law, and Fixer. As this bright flash erupts in your faces, you go blind. As
Oof.
it is a flash bomb that just erupts outward. Alright, go ahead and give me initiative.
Great.
20.
20
So my
for
initiative was
Fixer,
21.
Rather have it the other way around.
21
10
Vimir,
for law.
10 for Law,
Aowen has a 12.
12 for Awen.
That's a 27.
So 27.
Dang.
Okay.
Take alert.
Take alert. Sin?
It's 13.
Oh, 13? Okay. Yep.
Alright. Go first.
Okay.
Even rolling a 1, I'll go first.
And you'll never be
Rolling.
surprised.
All right. So, top of the round, blinded Sazia. It comes to your turn.
Before he even threw it, I stood up and saw him. Could I make like just a shot at where
Roll
I
a
thought
sleight
he
of
was
hand.
before?
Roll a sleight of hand. Okay.
He's a rouge. Those are easy.
Hold on. If I see.
Don't let me downsize. I just said it was easy.
A what?
21.
21. Disadvantage on the roll.
Okay.
Now don't shoot me, please.
17.
17. 17 misses as you hear the shot go off, and there's just a Sin, Vimir, and Awen. You see this as the individual just and the bullet cracks off into the seat behind it. All right.
Can I bonus action go behind the chair that I was sitting in? Just duck under the chair or like next.
That's your action, but you can bonus action. Like, do you want to try and hide?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Disadvantage because you're blind. Because you don't know if you're completely hidden or not.
Well, man, I might be hidden.
Am I good, guys?
I'm just gonna be crouching next to the chair and think that I'm hidden because that was an 8.
He's on the wrong
That's an
side,
8.
though.
It's like chair, Sazia, robot.
You're providing the chair cover. Good job.
Nice.
All right.
Sure.
Vimir comes to you.
So he looked really quick, huh?
He moved really quick.
I'm gonna bonus action rage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tackle.
Okay.
So I get advantage because I'm raging.
You get advantage because you're raging.
All right. Still not as good as I wanted it to be. 15.
Excuse me. 15. You watch as this robot, this thing just moves out of the way, bats you in the back of the head as you go through and kind of knocks you into the seats behind it. As it just steps off to the side and avoids you.
I'm going to use my... How far away was it to begin with?
30 feet.
I'm going to use the rest of my 5 feet to get in front of him.
Okay.
From behind him.
Okay. So... I'll put you right next to him. If you went behind him, you'd be right next to him, but you're good where you are. Okay. Fixer, you're blind.
I'm going to command Hawk to fly down into the room telepathically.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action or action?
I believe it's an action to sit in their eyes.
Yeah, it's an action. I'm gonna use my action to switch into Hawk's vision.
Okay. As you do, you have an aerial view now as you see this individual is just moving completely out of the way of Viamir. Okay. Ending your turn, or do you want to use your movement?
I'm going to use my movement to stand up.
Okay. Alrighty. Ending your turn. The individual reaches down on the table, grabs the grenade, pulls the pin, throws it. I need Sin, Awin, Fixer, Law, and Sazia to all make dexterity saving throws.
But us at disadvantage, right?
Blind ones
Blinded
at dis.
people?
Yep.
Even with Hawk's vision?
I'll say no.
Cool.
Well, I hate to see a nat 20 go to waste, but my total is 22 on my disadvantage.
Okay.
Awin also had a 23.
Got a 23. Nice.
Fixer pulled the 19.
Sin?
I'm gonna use a D22 reroll.
There you go.
That wasn't any better. That's well, I guess it is better, but it's only an 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Sin takes full damage. The rest of you all take half. Half of 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18 fire damage, reduced to 9.
Yes!
Oh, she gets.
Fuck
she
yeah,
gets-
tiefling!
And you take 11 points of piercing damage, reduced to 5, as the grenade scatters and hits all of you.
That was how much for the piercing damage?
9. Sorry, piercing is 5. 9
5.
points of 9 points of fire damage.
That's 11 damage to
Then
Sin.
on top of Sin, it grabs another bomb, pulls the pin, hurls it, and I need Sin, Awen, Law, and Fixer, this time, in a 5-foot cube, I need you guys to go ahead and make con saves for me.
16 again.
14.
14?
21.
21. Okay.
13.
13. Okay. For Fixer and Sin, you both take 11 points of thunder damage, and you are both deafened for 1 minute.
I'm down.
I'm also unconscious.
Okay. And Awen and Law, you do not go deaf, but you still take the full thunder damage.
How much thunder damage?
It was 11.
And I
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say Awen's also down.
Okay. Sin. Death save.
Wow. Well,
That's a fail.
Okay. Awen. Death save.
full group tonight, guys.
Save.
Woo!
That's a 16. How to...
10 or above you pass.
10 or above.
10 or
is
above you
Better.
pass. 16 is a success. Law. Death save.
Nat 1s and 20s are good. Well, Nat 1s are bad. Nat 20s are good.
That one's good.
success.
Success. Okay. As Law's turn ends, there are 3 shots that come ringing out into the shop, or into the tavern. That's a hit. That's a hit. Just a hit. Okay. Boop. Stoop. 6. 12, 8, 20. 12, 8, 20. Six. Oops. There's 3. Okay. 3 shots come ringing out and impact into this strange individual. You see there are 3 huge impacts via mirror as 3 massive bullets just penetrate into the body and crack them down. You watch as they seem to just goes and begins to open their flask or their bag for a new round of attacks. Ending this turn, you hear, "Oh, that's not nice at all. Those are my friends. I highly suggest you put your shit where it belongs, in the ground." Sazia, you are still blind.
I'm still blind.
Still blind.
Oh, man.
Was Sazia deafened too, or no?
Sazia was
No,
not. He
not
was
of
too
that.
far.
Okay. Perfect.
He put enough distance between the group to not be under the effect of the thunder.
Or else I would have been down too. Jesus. Not knowing whether or not he has walked away from that area, well, can I attempt to make another shot in that same direction?
Certainly. Still with disadvantage, but you certainly can.
Ooh, okay, that's a better one. That is a 22.
22 on disadvantage. That will hit.
I'm gonna assume that he saw me behind the chair
Yes.
and I did not hide really well. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Isn't Vimir in range?
Ooh! Oh, I love this die. Hold on, I need to show. Oh, I can't show it. Can I show it? Does it?
I
does
can't
show
see
right
it.
there? It says right there.
6. Nice.
Yeah. That's the die I was telling you guys about. That's a 10 points of damage,
10 points of damage.
which makes a lot of sense actually.
Okay. All right, as your shot rings out, you feel at the end of your turn your eyes clear and you still see spots, but you're able to actually see now.
Okay.
At the end of the second round. Vimir.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay. You may certainly try.
And I'm going to do so recklessly.
Reckless.
20 and less than 20.
20
So
hits.
20 for the first one. And then the bonus attack is not good. And 18 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's put you back. So that is 1, 2, 3d4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage. And he has disadvantage on attacking anyone who's not me.
Okay.
And if he does... okay.
How would you like to do this?
Just wildly swinging the double-bladed scimitar, first coming down and then like coming up and jamming it into its throat.
All right. As you swing down with the first strike against this entity, your blade carves cleanly through the thick, heavy steel and gears as you see the soul gem in the center now beginning to pulse underneath as you realize you are fighting one of the new Warforged as you pull back, spin, and jam the other end of your double-bladed scimitar into the chest. You hear a as the soul gem shatters. You are washed in a bright, soft blue light for a moment before it fades, and the machinery in the body just crumples underneath its own weight, spurting out this dark, greenish blue liquid that is slightly translucent and has a very subtle glow as it bleeds out on the ground. Combat over.
I take its bag.
You take its bag? Okay.
Yep. Bag of goodies.
Okay.
This is mine now.
As you grab that, there is a slight and I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
With advantage for danger sense. 15.
15. Just barely making it. You, my friend... That's not a D8. You, my friend, still raging, are engulfed in a series of bright lights. As you take 7, 14, 21... 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 points of damage reduced to half. Oof. Is 17 points of fire damage as the bag explodes in your face as you're holding it. Luckily,
Well, that's no fun.
you make it out of the way in time and don't suffer any real major damaging effects, save some burnt hair and a few charred spots on your body, as well as some pieces of shrapnel stuck in. As you give a look over yourself, you see Captain Kelzata making his way in and tosses 2 healing potions common to Sazia, and makes his way over and pours one down Awen's throat and the other down Law's throat. And Sazia, are you going to heal the other 2?
I am no longer blinded, and so yeah, I'll grab the potions that he gave me and
Okay. Awen, you come back with, out of 2d4 plus 2, you come back with 5.
Okay.
And Law, you come back with 6.
Eowyn just gonna kind of be like, what happened? And just kind of like holding his side and his arms, just in pain.
bombs.
I'm really sick of these things.
And
I'm
it's
gonna start smashing the
and
fucking.
it's 2d4
dumb
plus
thing.
2 for Sin and Fixer. Sazia.
3d4 plus 2.
As
This one for Fixer gets 7,
okay,
and it's also 7.
okay. As everyone comes up, as you begin to hear Viamir just bashing in, the bartender pops up and he just goes, "You're gonna fear Holt Ashton, you Oh. It took me a while to find my shotgun, sorry." And he just sets down this rather large, double-barreled, about the size of a shot glass barrel-sized, under-barreled shotgun, sets it down on the counter and... "Alright, well... have to get repairs. Everyone good? Everyone alive?"
Yeah.
"Excellent.
Maybe-
No deaths in my bar again. That's what I aim to please."
Can I double check around and see if he has like last day last death placard, if there's like a how many days since
He
last
does
death
indeed.
placard?
He does indeed, and it is currently up to 10.
And I'm like, oh good, great. I'm just gonna motion like to Fixer and Sin. I'm like to the sign and be like, be glad. That's still gonna stay at 10 for now.
The streak continues.
Yep.
Sin looks at the side for a second, and then she suddenly sits up. Shit, my jewelry!
It has been thrown all over the place. Some of it has been damaged.
After taking like 30 seconds to collect himself, Fixer goes over to the Warforged and sees if he can
Still
make
raging,
anything of all the-
stomping on it.
Viamir is just pummeling it into broken pieces. As you do,
It's down. It's down.
as you do, Captain Kelzata just... "So, you all seem to have a price on your head. That's not good."
All is not the correct term.
No, yeah, the lady that runs the Lucky Ouroboros did mention that someone was out to kill me. A lot of someones.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
that is unfortunate. It is.
Oh, good. That wasn't for me.
Oh,
He also has people wanting to kill him.
interesting.
I kind of hoped that they wouldn't reach this far.
Well, whoever it is seems to have a very long arm. Should be more careful, friends. It's no good being attacked like this.
No, not at all.
Well,
I think they just need to get tougher.
I think that if we ever see another one of those guys, we should just scatter.
No, attack on sight. Next time I won't try to talk to it. I was trying to do things your way. Like, Eowyn's like, let's talk to people and stuff. So I was trying to do things your way. and you guys all died. I just want you to know that.
Yes, next time a death machine comes toward us, let's just attack first and ask questions later.
Well, I
not
mean,
exactly
attack,
our way,
but
because remember,
don't stick
I
together.
also picked up my weapon. And yes, not to stick together if any of those little round things come about. The bombs.
Apparently, they like bombs, and
Wouldn't
bombs
you
have
like
radiuses.
bombs?
Though we can
That-
beat them.
I
It
mean, I
seemed to
think
do a
half
lot
of us didn't
damage
even
to
have
you.
the chance to move.
Yeah. It that hurt pretty bad.
Kelzata just pats the heavy revolver at his side, and it always pays to have the right friends around. So, I did put in a word, and there is a fairly decent ship available for taking off, though it's in a bit of a rut, though. So are you all, it seems.
I will pull it out of its rut.
I'm very sure you will. When you're all feeling a bit, peppier, please, go and visit the Queen. She would like to see you all.
Might as well get ourselves cleaned up after that mess then. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for the assist.
Very welcome. Ashton, I would like a beer. Something not shitty. Alright, I can do that. Nothing shitty. Captain Kazita
Actually-
makes his way over to the bar.
I would like one of those as well before I get a move on.
Right, got you another one.
I'm just gonna chug the entire thing before going to go change.
Okay. It is cool. It has a bit of a citrusy orange and lemon bite to it. It's pretty good.
Great. I just ordered a shock top.
Captain Kel,
Yes.
those drinks that you gave the potions of healing.
Yes.
Where do people sell that stuff?
There is a potions dealer in town. How much are you looking to spend?
Don't have a really good concept of money, as I've been told. But we definitely need more of those.
What do they run, Captain?
Depends on how easily you're swindled. But anywhere from 50 gold to 75. Sometimes 100 if you're really stupid.
Hard to swindle a swindler.
My boy, you are in a city of swindlers. You'll either fit right in or you'll be eaten alive.
Law, we need more of these potions. Everyone here is
If you
disgustingly weak.
are looking for something to heal someone with, I would highly suggest heading to the Hospitalier. Her name is Kinsey Vesh. She's a sweetheart. Much like most of you, an elf.
Sounds like a plan.
Goes back to sipping his drink. Smile on his face.
Let's go, Law. I won't let anyone kill you, but we need more of these magical potions.
Yes. Grab the potions and
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Does anyone want to contribute some of their shiny bits, their monies,
Their caches.
their cashes?
I have nothing to give, so if anyone wants to give to me, I'd be appreciative.
I want an insight check now.
Do you have any interesting items? Something I could spin a tale about.
If you're trying to ask for Terrence, the answer is no.
I'm not asking for Terrence. I'm asking if you have anything else that might be interesting.
I have a little bag of sand. No idea why.
It's
Can
the
I have
wizard
it?
starting stuff. It's part of the wizard starting equipment.
It's
Can I have it?
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't have a use for it.
Can I have a bag of sand?
A little bag of sand.
Oh, boy.
After what happened at the beginning of this session, I think you can understand why Law wants it.
I'm
It's
going
magic Heejin sand.
I'm just gonna walk up to Law and like, wait here. I do have something. And then I'm gonna go up and get the winter coat.
Okay.
And
That's
I'll
right.
be like, it's not necessarily something that I need right now. And I don't like things to be so bulky, so see what you can fetch for this one.
Oh, you can have mine since I have this sweet bearskin cloak.
Okay. 2 basically like North Face mountain fucking coats. Pretty expensive material and rather warm and toasty. All right. Are you going to try and hawk them on the street, Law?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All 3 items.
Are you making a disguise or are you heading out as you?
Oh, of course, making a disguise.
Okay, go ahead and make a disguise kit check. Oh boy.
I use my Dex mod for it.
Or charisma, whichever is higher.
Oh, absolutely, charisma. That's gonna be a 19.
19. Okay. You have a pretty solid disguise right there. As you make your way out, go ahead and this time make a performance check as you start hawking your wares. There is a bit more of a tension now as people are kind of like, oh, there's an attack! Ha ha ha! Anyone die this time in the cabbage? No one's in the cabbage this time. Fucking A.
I'm gonna shadow him, not like right behind him, but I'm gonna be out keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
That'll be a 23 on that performance check.
23, okay. As you
Bards,
start,
man,
as you
bards.
start drawing attention to yourself, the coats, and the sand, there are several people. You see that there is one pirate who just kind of dresses a little strangely. You see his pants kind of go a little bit lower than most, and you see he wears kind of this scraggly looking clothing and just kind of walks with a saunter and a sway that does get him some like strange looks, and goes, so hey, how much for that cloak there, huh? What are you selling that for, huh? Winner, you say? Huh? Winner? Huh?
Oh, yes, a fine winter cloak. I'm looking for 20 gold. It keeps you warm even in the coldest of winter.
You sure it shouldn't be worth more than that, huh? 20? Fine, I'll give you 20. Here you go. And he just puts 20 gold in your hand and grabs the coat, throws it on, and it's kind of like, yeah, I like this, and just kind of puffs it a little bit and just kind of like, yeah. He just starts kind of swagging his way back down, and as he does, he kind of like bends over and goes, hey, what do you think about this, ladies? You gonna come see Trips? And he bends down, and as he does, you see this big tramp stamp that just reads Trips on his lower back.
Oh, you're a ladies' man. Oh, do I have the product for you? And he'll pull a candle out of his bag. If you light this up while you're in the room with a lady, this will let you go all night long.
He looks at you and he goes, I like your style, but you know the thing with Trips is Trips can already go all night long.
I mean, you go all night long too long and you start to get tired. This will help with that.
I never get tired. I appreciate the try, though, my good man. You should give it over there to Billy Boo. Billy Boo, he's got a little bit of a little Lou, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, it was a pleasure doing business with you today, sir.
Yeah. You know it was. As he starts making his way off. After a short bit, a woman makes her way over, rather muscular and almost hulking in size, and she kind of gives you this look, and you get to notice that she looks to be human, but not quite. There's this strange series of tattooings that looks like circuitry going across her body, and a faint, pale greenness to her eyes. So, that's good for winter, huh?
Oh, of course. Keep you warm in even the coldest of night.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
That is a 12.
Very well. 50 it is. And as she does, she just kind of grabs your hair and gives it a little tuffle as she hands over the coin, grabs the coat, and just slips it on, and... not bad. She reaches up and just tears off one sleeve, goes to the other side, tears off the other. These get in the way, though. As she starts making her way off. Seems rather happy with her purchase.
All right, and so now on to that bag of sand.
Okay. The bag of sand gets some attention, some curiousness.
I'm gonna cast light on it to make it glow.
Okay, are you trying to do this subtly?
Of course.
Make a sleight of hand check. Every good party needs...
23.
23. Every good party needs a snake oil salesman. As you cast light off rather deftly, the bag begins to glow, and there's glowing sand! Hey, look at that! There's glowing sand! I know, it's fucking glowing sand, Mickey! I've never seen a fucking thing like that! I've seen glowing sand before where I come from. Sand glows all the time. Shut up, Olaf! No one likes your opinions any more than you do! Hey! What's the glowy sands do?
Oh, the glowy sands? Law's gonna size him up. He's looking for, like, is he, like, older, or is he, like, what kind of thing does he think this guy would be interested in?
He's maybe about middle-aged.
Is he starting to bald at all?
No, he's not. No, he is kind of toothless. As he speaks.
Toothless.
He's toothless, and he has this just very scraggly hair and mustache.
Okay. Oh, the glowing sand. Why, this is a bag from the sands of time, my dear friend. It'll help restore your look back to your previous glory.
I was wrong with his look. Yeah, what's wrong with my look?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with your look, but it does appear like you're missing a few teeth. This might help.
I could chew
You sprinkle some on your face before you go to bed at night. You'll be smiling whiter than I am tomorrow morning.
I could chew food again. I don't have to
Yes, you
slurp
can.
everything through a soup. As he kind of licks the one good tooth in front, the other looking kind of black and rotten at this point, and just, all right, how much?
Oh, the whole bag? 200 gold pieces, of course. It's a very precious item. But just a little bit, which is what I think you would need? 30.
30 gold? Fine, I can do 30. And he kind of rummages around in his stuff and pulls out like a little kind of dented and crappy looking cup and just kind of holds it out. Fill it up!
He'll fill the cup up.
Okay. He looks at the sand. It's not glowing. Why is it not glowing anymore?
Oh, the sand itself doesn't need to glow. It makes the trust me. It'll do what it needs to do for.
Roll a deception check.
I am going to use luck because that is a 4. Much better. 21 total.
21. Yeah, good. He all right, and he hands you 30 gold pieces and fair enough. And he goes and makes his way off, and he watches one of his friends. There's gonna be more sand next. It's not gonna be your sand, Philip. Fuck off! You didn't pay for it, I did. I won't be gumming your mum anymore. Don't be talking about my mum that way. As he scurries off. You see the one he called Philip makes his way. Hey, how much for the rest of that? He took 30 gold, so that's like 30 gold, eh?
For the rest, you know what? I'll give you a special discount. I was asking 200. I gave him 30 gold worth. I'll give you the rest for 150.
Nice. That's a lot.
Well, how much do you have?
He kind of reaches in to his coat and pulls out a sack, and he just starts pulling out platinum pieces. And he counts out about 50 platinum pieces. Am I there yet?
Not quite. A little more.
Oh, that doesn't help. He just, okay. He gets to 75. Is that how much you need?
Oh, yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Oh,
and he'll hand
right.
over the still glowing bag.
He takes the glowing bag. Fuck you. He just throws it in his coat and runs off. I'll be the handsomest one here.
You, my friend, are an expert negotiator. Thank you very much for your patronage.
As you just robbed a poor idiot of 75 platinum pieces.
But he was a rich, poor idiot, so...
He was a rich, poor idiot. He was a rich,
So,
poor idiot. Someone let him have... Someone let him have that money.
Yeah, I don't know who let him have that money, but...
Those are bad friends right there.
They deserve to have it robbed from him.
Those are bad friends. Oh, shit. Okay. As he heads off... You now have some money.
So, yeah, Law will return to the group with his findings. Removing the disguise, of course.
Okay.
That was
Were you successful, Law? I saw a few people stop.
Yeah, I'd say I was pretty successful. And he'll lay out the 75 platinum.
He looks at that.
Damn!
I'll put my keys down.
Fuck. Who the fuck gave you that much?
Oh my god, this idiot paid 75 gold pieces for about 3/4 of a bag of sand.
75 platinum.
Dude, that's not
Or
not
75
gold. That's
platinum. Yeah, I know. I'm so dumbfounded that like he made me stupider for a minute. Like it's oh my god.
Well, good. Here are my remaining 4 keys. We need these potions. Since your bodies are weak. As weak as that man's mind was.
Yeah, number one, we should probably use most of this to buy supplies for the party. And number two, we should probably get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah. Get these potions and then go talk to the good queen. And see if we can get on a boat. We might not.
Can I get like 10 of these?
10? No, you can get one of the potions. You don't get money. You get potions. They're group potions.
I'll hold on to the. Well, let's see. Fixer, since you did give me the bag of sand that made the money, I'll give you the 5 platinum pieces.
Awesome, thank you. Were we going anywhere, or can I go to the general store?
What are you going to the general store for?
See if I can reacquire that ring that I gave her.
Okay. As you head back, and Zeta Lex kind of sitting there, just. Yeah? How's the fertilizer working?
Oh, it's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Good. Good.
One thing, I did remember I'm supposed to give that ring to somebody, but
it's too late.
I actually came into some money.
It's gone now.
Oh shoot! Do you know who has it?
I sold it to a pirate out there who was looking for some trophy ware.
All right. Well, never mind then. Sad face.
Okay. As you make your way out, going to purchase potions.
And I gave Law my 4 remaining platinum keys.
Okay.
Since he's obviously good at swindling people.
Yep. Okay.
And with that realization too, I'm going to bring out a small vial of the poison that I had like prepared a while back. I'm gonna be like, do you think you would be able to make use of yuan tea poison? Do you think anybody would purchase such a thing around here?
Poison? Not something really to sell on the streets unless I'm going to give someone a really, really nasty surprise when they...
Exactly, but I feel like if anybody is able to make use of it outside of combat, it would be you.
It was 102 temperature.
Yeah, I'll take a look and see what I can do.
Sure.
Okay. Making your way to Kinsley, she has available for purchase. She has 15 common healing potions, 3 greater healing potions, and 1 superior healing potion.
How much would you charge for the lot?
For everything. You see,
Yes.
she has very tan skin, but her bright blonde hair and her green eyes just seem to kind of have this gaze that just is disapproval of everyone. For the common healing potions, it will be 50 gold per. to even have that kind of money.
Yes.
Oh. Viamir, let me do the talking.
But I know the answer to that question. It's yes, we do.
Yes, you did very well. You knew the answer to that question. I'll answer. I've got this.
Okay.
Well, what I'm more curious about really is the better potions, the graders and the superior. What are those?
150 for the graders. And 500 for the superior. So, are you here to purchase or not?
Yes.
Oh, I'm here to purchase. I'm just adding up how much it'll cost.
Sorry, Law. I knew the answer to that one too, though. Did he freeze, or is it just me?
Law froze.
He froze. Has Fixer rejoined them at this point?
Yes.
Cool.
Wow, it takes him a long time to do math, too.
Oh, internet problems. I love them. So, is anyone else doing anything while Law is going off to get potions?
I want to spend a hit dice to kind of rest up a bit.
Sounds good. Anyone else?
Short resting as well.
Short resting as well.
Short
While I'm
resting.
short
and then we're
resting, can I
supposed to-
gather all my jewelry?
Yes.
Oh, I'm back.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Sorry, internet issues.
That's all right.
So, I'll give you 70 platinum for one of the superiors, one of the graders, and 10 of the commons. A bulk discount. And I'm more than happy to make that persuasion check if you'd like me to, DM.
So, you want from me 1,100 gold worth of materials, and you want about a 400 gold discount?
And you would have continued patronage from us whenever we're in town. As well as we'd send anyone your way and tell them about your wonderful shop.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'd say, can I assist, but...
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You'll give me disadvantage on the check, and I just rolled a natural 20, so...
I am here to do business, and I am here to make money. 850.
You have a deal.
Good. She boxes everything up for you. Slides you a small case that has everything set in single support mechanism. So if the case was to get jostled around, the chance of things breaking are reduced by about 95%. Unless you take one hell of a fucking hit.
like a dude chucking 3 grenades at us.
Yeah.
All right, he will.
Yep.
All right, he'll take it and say, "It was a pleasure doing business with you."
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and mark down 850 gold.
Already done.
Okay.
Goodbye.
How much do we have as a group?
10, 2, and 1.
Well, I had 850 gold. Now I'm down to 73.
I think it was 10, 2, and 1, right?
And all of that made off of junk.
10, 1, and 2. 10 common, 1 greater, 1 superior.
Yes.
I was just thinking we might need some ammo if we're going to be going on an expedition. So, what I was looking at fell through, so I can contribute the 5 platinum that I have.
Okay. Ammo is actually rather cheap to purchase. 1 gold piece will buy you a box of 30 rounds for a small arm. For a large arm weapon, 1 gold will get you 10 rounds. And of course, there are specialized rounds, but they are going to be a little bit harder to find here.
How much are, like, standard pistols versus, like, standard rifles?
Long rifle, 700. Short rifle, 5. Pistols run anywhere between 75 gold to 300 gold.
Okay, I'm going to get ammo.
Okay.
Good choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much ammo would you like to buy?
Sazia didn't get any, or didn't get a long rifle, did he?
Nope.
Okay, then like 5 gold worth of pistol ammo.
Okay. Stocking up, you have 150 rounds of pistol ammo for the group. Not a bad haul. Do you want to buy magazines to go along with that, or?
How much are magazines each?
They will run you 5 gold per.
That's where they get you.
So I'm assuming at the moment everyone has a pistol with a single magazine.
Correct. Except for Awen
And Viamir.
and Viamir.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Viamir probably wouldn't have accepted it when it was offered.
And so Eowyn doesn't have a pistol at all, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Then 4 of them, 4 magazines,
Okay.
so that each person can have a backup magazine.
Okay. 4 for 20 gold. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
How badly damaged is my jewelry?
It's dented. It'll take a little buffing.
Okay. Nothing needs to be replaced.
Nothing
But
needs
if-
to be replaced. Just a buff.
According to Captain Cal, they were already dented, so.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, you know what? He's probably just being a fucking piece of shit.
He's just jealous.
He's just mad that I wasn't paying attention to him.
It's okay if your jewelry's dented. Law will still sell it.
It's your sister's.
Is this what we do for
Oh
the rest?
well,
We just gather
they'll sell that for
materials
more
and-
then.
All right.
Just gather materials, make shoddy jewelry, and then give it to Laura Hall.
I'm gonna start
the-
making
how-
wish bracelets.
How the campaign gets derailed so quick.
Yeah. Until day 2 when everyone returns and none of their items worked.
We can
That's
only
why I
stay
was in
in town for
disguise.
one night.
Oh,
I was in
God.
disguise. I did not look like myself.
Oh god, how quickly
was
this
actually good
group is
dress
like, fuck, we have to get out of town again? Shit.
That's why we need a ship.
Okay.
By the way, how far along am I on my jewelry?
Go ahead and make a crafting check.
Okay. Plus. That's an 18.
18. Okay. You got more progress thrown into it. You're doing good. Doing good. Doing good, lady.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. With that, little trials and tribulations, purchases and whatnot made, as you all come together and make your way to Queen Rivana little palace in the center of town. As you do, you see it is rather well guarded. There are hundreds of cannons and small mounted guns lined up along the front. The building itself looks to be made of wood and yet metal all at the same time. It's molded perfectly, and it looks as if it's its own separate little nation amongst this city. As you make your way up to the steps, one of the guards just puts a hand up. Can I help you?
I doubt it. We're here to see the queen.
Names?
Vilemir.
Vilemir, Awen, Sazia, Law, Fixer, Sin.
He looks over to the man guarding the door and waves him to go in. He makes his way in. He's gone for about 5 or 10 minutes before he comes back out. If you would all please, follow me. He leads you inside. As you enter, you see the interior of this place is a mix of silvered marble floors with deep royal purple carpeting that kind of leads you through the hallway down this long corridor with golden trim and black fringe at the ends. Looking around, you see that there are massive paintings that have been known to have been stolen centuries ago, hanging along these walls. Great works of art just lining this palace. As you make your way down one corridor, banking a right and then hooking a left, you find yourselves greeting a large wooden door made from what possibly could be mahogany. As the guard presses it open, you see inside Queen Ravana and several other captains sitting around a table, staring at a map that is 3-dimensional and are planning out locations and are trading information about the goings-on in the world at the moment. As you enter, they all grow quiet and eye you. Ravana stands and, well, this is a pleasant surprise, this day at least. Come in, my friends, please.
Okay.
Nod and walk over.
You're dismissed. As the guard turns, bows, makes his way out, closes the door behind him. Gentlemen, captains of Corsair, these are the former crewmen of the Phoenix, as she is sunk. They escorted me home, and are to be rewarded. What say you? There are several captains that you do not recognize. One of which you see this overly large, hulking Warforged.
Cypher.
It's almost impossible to tell that as Warforged have aged over the years and have been granted new bodies, they look more humanoid. If it wasn't for the breaks in where the face plating existed and where the body platings came together underneath, you wouldn't even be able to tell. But as you say his name, Viamir, what of it?
They said you're, like, super dangerous.
I am. Would you like to find out?
No.
Weakling. There are several other pirates as well. You do see Captain Kelzata sitting here, as well as a skeletal captain. Surprisingly, one who is just a skeleton underneath, wearing filled out clothing and outlandish pirate hat, one of the fantastical remnants. He seems a little audacious and just kind of kicks back and looks at you all with hollow eyes and just little blue specks behind those black globes in the skull, and watches you, nods his head. You look around at a council of 12, what should be 13, as Captain Taggard's seat is empty. Yes, Captain, I do think they do have some weakness, but they'll grow out of it. Look at them all. They have promise. They have spit and shit in their boots. They'll grow. They'll be fantastic. Captain Kelzata vouches for you all. Another individual with deep-set black hair and a strange series of tattoos, much like you've already seen Law, with these circuitry patterns along their form. So, you're all somebody special. Great. You brought our queen home. Fantastic. This one here continues to fail at keeping a bounty. And I know nothing about the rest of you. Other than your big goddamned heroes.
Well, I'm pretty big. The rest of them are quite small.
Even if you haven't heard anything about us, you will. Eventually.
There is one individual that you do take notice to, Sazia, that is staring possibly daggers at you, as you now notice, as they pull themselves out of the darkness, the large-scaled humanoid torso, the serpentine legs, and the very cobra-esque head as the neck kind of flares slightly. So, a young one looks to make a name for themselves.
Indeed.
Who is your clan?
My clan is not important. I have always been self-made. In Hegan, here, or anywhere else, I prefer to stay that way.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Let's see. That is a 21.
21. We'll see. I'll find out who your blood belongs to. See if you're worthy, becoming something more than this. As he pulls himself back and kind of eases himself down into his large pillow.
Well, then you and I will both find out at the same time.
Several of the other captains don't ask questions, they simply eye you. One of them, a dwarf, rather plump, and with a large grin on his face, just kind of goes around and looks you all up and down. You see, he doesn't have a full beard. He has shaved most of it and has these two massive mutton chops that come down and actually grow down into nice, thick, heavy braids. So he kind of looks you all up and down, giving his bare chin a little rub as he just... Well, you all look like you could be good friends. I would like this. We could all get along, you know? We could all go somewhere great. If only... Well... If only you all had a boat, huh? That is the problem. How do you plan to fix this? Dwarf, as he finishes asking his question, takes his seat.
What did he ask? It kind of cut out for me.
Yeah, what problem?
Not having a boat.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have a ship soon.
There's one in a rut that I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah, Vymir's gonna pull one out of a rut.
We'll put a rat into it for you, yes.
Yeah, that's it's in a rut. I'm gonna pull it out. It's pretty basic.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Kelzatai over here was telling us about the ship, and so we'll have our own ship, and then maybe we can do what you're looking for us to do.
So you say that, Cypher immediately turns. Already promising the whelps something. They did a service. My queen, you are the greatest of us all here, with a good bit of power. What do you say? I think most of us agree. This group can change many ways, many ideas. Rivana kind of sits back. Very well. We can provide you with a ship. A small one. Very, very small. It's going to be of a gunboat class. It'll be enough for you to retrieve the survivors of the Phoenix. Bring them here. If you succeed in this mission, you will be granted one upgrade free of charge from me. And if any of the other captains here wish to provide you with a task that they see fit, or wish to provide you with something to make sure that your ship is up and running, they can. That's up to them. But you'll also, as a group, need to decide what colors you're going to fly, and under who you're going to fly them.
So we fly under, like, one of the captains. We're like a sub below them type of deal? Is that what I'm getting here? We fall under someone's hierarchy.
Like a sponsor?
Awen is still under Captain Taggart's crew. The rest of you weren't there long enough, so I'm considering you former members. So, Awen, if you wish to keep the banner of the Phoenix, you can, or you can find a different sponsor here, sitting at this table, and be under their command.
Yeah. I mean, Captain Taggart's done, pretty well by all of us, and certainly taken us on a ship, and I certainly think he'd be, out of respect for the captain there, and he's still kicking. So if we flew with his banner and went to pick him up and bring him back here, hopefully he'd be able to sit amongst all of you guys and help rebuild and get back out there.
Do we all have to go for the same person?
You all work for him, as she points to Awen, and he works for Captain Taggart. So, you don't really have a choice, Viamir. If, after returning, you wish to shed allegiances and work for myself, or any of the other captains here, you can. Everyone here has their own agendas, has their own jobs that they'd like to see completed, and their own growth with their own fleets. As there's going to be a day where we will have to take care of some unruly individuals.
Well, let's not dally and get moving. We should rescue Captain Taggart as soon as possible.
Yes, now where's this ship? Let me pull it out of its rut.
Rivana grabs a small chained necklace with a hand embedded in it. And it just kind of dangles down this way. And she throws it to you, Awen.
Awen tries to catch it.
It's easy enough. Reach out,
Okay.
grab it. That's your key, Captain. In training.
I appreciate it.
The ship is currently named the Hand. You'll find it very easily. As I said, it's a gunboat. It has 2 double-barrel cannons, one on the fore, one in the aft. It's loaded with ammunition. And it's quick. You'll be able to carry more than the surviving members of the Phoenix on this ship. But it's going to take each of you to pilot it, unless you want to go and hire out.
Awen just kind of looks at the others, yeah.
We got this,
Just from
guys.
the engine room.
We'll be fine with piloting. Just need the rest of the downed Phoenix's crew back first.
Indeed. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, my queen.
Yes, yeah, thanks a lot.
I'm gonna pat Awen on the shoulder and I'll be like,
See, I told you we would get to this eventuality. Let's head to your new ship, eh?
Thank you, Your Excellencies. And Your Majesty.
Yeah. Awen kind
You get a
of.
lot of strange looks, Viamir.
Awen kind of does a bow and starts to turn, and he looks at Sazi and he's like, "And I didn't even have to kill anyone."
Yet.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Okay, we're gonna bring a bunny with us.
A bunny. Oh boy. As you guys make your way out of the palace and back into the streets, and on your way to the shipyard to take a look at your new ship, the Hand. However you would like to rename that is up to you. However, we will come into the description of the Hand next week when we return for another episode of Crimson Skies. Which, honestly, guys, I love this session. This session always puts a big old smile on my face. Thank you guys so much for all of you who came by and watched this evening and joined us for this episode. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the night, and I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. We'll see you then, folks. Take care.